Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Vicky, and this is Vida with Vicky. And for today's episode, what I wanted to do was talk a little bit about paying off your mortgage early for free and give you some tips on how to do that. So the first way to do that is to just add an extra payment a year. And that might seem a little, it may make sense to just add a little bit of interest. And it's really not that hard. What you'll want to do is take your monthly payment and you'll divide it by 12 months. And whatever that dollar amount is, you'll add it to the principal. So for just easy math, let's say your mortgage is $1,200. What you'll do is divide $1,200 by 12, which is $100 for easy math. And you'll add $100 extra every month for principal. So in theory, you're paying $1,300 a month, as your payment. And at the end of the year, you'll have made one extra payment. Tip number two. Tip number two is you pay your monthly payment twice a month. Now, don't freak out. It's not actually paying extra money. What you are doing is just taking, let's give that example of $1,200 a month again. You'll take $1,200 a month, you'll divide it by 2, which is $600, and every 2 weeks you're paying $600. In this example, you are also paying an extra, I think it's like a payment and a half a year. And this too will shave off an additional 5 to 7 years depending on your interest rate and compound interest. So compound interest here is not your friend. So in that example of the $1,200 a month, paying it every 2 weeks, you set it up. Most banks will allow you to do a bill pay every 2 weeks. Some lenders will actually penalize you and make you pay like a monthly service fee. If that's the case, then what I would do is just send in that extra principal amount and not pay, the service fee. But the third way that you can pay down your mortgage faster for free is to do both. And again, you'll hope that your mortgage lender allows you to pay bi-monthly. But basically what you would do is take tip 1 and combine it with tip 2. So that's what I do. And I have definitely seen my principal reduced significantly based on compound interest. Again, I'm not a financial wizard. I am not an accountant or a CPA or a tax person. This is just what's worked for me. But what I do is I have calculated what that extra payment a month would be. So I take my monthly payment, I divide it by 12, and then I add that to my monthly payment. So in the example I gave earlier, I would have taken my $1,200 payment, divided by 12, which is $100, and then I'd add it to my monthly payment, so it's $1,300. And then what I do is do step 2, and I divide it in half. So 1,300 divided by 2 is $650, and so every 2 weeks I'm paying $650. And again, what that does is it will therefore make extra payments at the end of the year because we're paying every 2 weeks and some months have 5 weeks in it. So you're actually paying more, into it, but you're saving on that compound interest. And compound interest alone, if you just do any search on Google or YouTube, you'll see that banks are making money off of just our compound interest within the first 15 years. And that's kind of why, if you follow Dave Ramsey, he says to pay off your home in a 15-year mortgage, because he really wants you to attack it with a vengeance, because that's really when the banks make the most money. And that's why after 5-10 years, they're asking you to refinance, because they want you to, again, take out another loan to make a lot of money. So anyway, that's my 3 tips to paying down your mortgage early. And really, it doesn't take a lot of sacrifice. You don't have to do step 1 or 3, but if you have extra money, that's great. But if you're in baby step 2 and you're trying to tackle that debt down in other areas, whether it's credit card or student loan, you could still do my tip number 2, which is just taking that monthly payment and dividing it in half. And therefore, you're still making an extra like month and a half worth of payments, which is really going to be helping you with that compound interest, which in this instance is not your friend. So those are my 3 tips. Hope you liked them. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.